All right. Hello, my name is Donna Ellis. I'm the creator of the Active Rest Fitness Program and Lifestyle, and I have a guest on the deck with me today. She's actually my second guest. At first, we had a few weeks ago, we had my daughter Ava as a guest out here talking about some things and introducing you all to my YouTube channel and letting you know that mommy enjoys working out with you. And I brought on a special guest this time because we're getting ready for our step and sip that we do with Active Rest. So for the step and sip, we come in, we exercise, and then we sit around and have drinks and foods and snacks, and then we just kind of share some stuff and just talk and just chill out, you know, just have some food, have some drinks, and we just relax a little bit. And so on some of those step and sip occasions, we invite a special guest. We've only had one, and it is Miss Jabria Iyalla. She comes in and she talks to us. Jabria is an intimacy coach and a life coach, and I'm gonna give her a chance to introduce herself and tell you a little bit about that, but she does come in and she helps us with building confidence in our personal lives, as well as, you know, just intimacy things. I'm a prude in public, but she's a little bit more open and can explain better about what she does. So Jabria, the floor is yours. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Jabria. I am a certified life coach. I do specialize in intimacy and confidence. I have come here before with Active Rest, and they're such a great group of young ladies. I love them. So what we usually talk about, everything intimacy, and that could be from sensual relationships all the way to how we perform in the bedroom, certain tactics that we can use. We just talk about a floor full of things. Yes. I give examples of how you can get in touch with your sensual sexual self, whether it's by yourself or it's with your partner. I also do life coaching. I help you get back your confidence. We do go into details on how to turn your negative thoughts into positive thoughts so that you can create more positive thinking.
That's it? That's all you got?
I also have a journal that me and my daughter created. It's called The Love We Share. It is to build confidence and bridge the gap of communication between children and their guardians so that we won't feel pressure so much, so that they can understand their feelings and how to project them better. And it also gives the parents more time to create a space for the child and not act out of emotion.
Okay, so as you can see, Jabria covers a lot with her business, and her business is Lux 80 LLC. And so, you know, you can visit lux80.com.
No, actually it's www.jabriaiyalla. That's J, B as in boy, RIAIYALLA.com.
All right, and so that's where you can find her information. But like you've heard her say, she covers everything from life coaching to business coaching to sensual coaching, whether it's with a partner or yourself, confidence building, as well as all the way to family-oriented things, such as her journal with her daughter called what's the name of it? The Love We Share, which is also available on the website.
It's also on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Okay, all right. So now that we've talked, I want to just kind of let you know a little bit about how I know Jabria. We are from the same hometown. We're from Columbus, Mississippi, and I've always known her to be quiet and shy. So Jabria, I have to give her props because a lot of good things have been happening for me lately, and a lot of that stuff is directly related to Jabria. So she invited me a couple of years ago to come to an apartment complex to do Wellness Wednesday. She was in charge of the Wellness Wednesday, as well as in charge with helping the residents in that complex. And so she called me in and said, hey, can you do this on a volunteer basis? I see that, you know, Active Rest was just kind of getting out there. I was just putting out that information, and she asked me to come in and do this volunteer work, and I still do it. 2 years later, I'm still doing it. And so afterwards we started talking. I started talking to Jabria, and I was asking her, like, what is it that you do? Because she had sent me to her website once before, and I just couldn't quite understand what angle she was shooting for. And so she ended up mentioning, and correct me if I'm saying it wrong, she mentioned tantric sex.
Yes.
How do you pronounce it?
Tantric
Sex. And I said, well, what's that? And so she explained to me that it's a more intimate level of explain it. Explain it.
It's having a deeper conversation, deeper connection,
Mm-hmm.
either with yourself or with your partner. Some people you can do it with yourself. It's just getting more intact with your more sensual, like feeling that real deep connection with yourself. And when you're with your partner, is really, really connecting without any penetration, but you have to be on that deep spiritual connection.
So it's more of a mental connection,
yes.
Instead of like a physical connection. It tends to lead to physical connection, yes. But it starts off with a mental stimulation, yes. Before you get into the physical. So that was my understanding of it. And we had done some exercises here at one of the Step and Sips, yes. Which was, you can really feel, it was weird because it was just us ladies out here, and we're not doing anything. We all got, significant others, but but you can see how that can translate to a personal relationship. And so I didn't understand what that was, and then she said, yeah, my family, when we have girl nights, ladies night, they always ask me to talk about this thing. And I said, well, this is the thing that you need to be selling, because just like I asked her, what is that? I said, I'm sure there are other people who wants to know, who would like to know what that is. And so a few months after that, I had the great idea to invite her to the Step and Sip. And she came and she talked to us, and the ladies were interested. And they always ask, when we started back up, at least once a year, mm-hmm. Sometimes twice, but at least once a year, we always invite Jabria back to have these conversations, and just to kind of put it back fresh in our minds, because it might be some things that we've lost as we've gotten busy. Mm-hmm. But we always enjoy when she comes and talks about the intimacy. Now, how can they, in what ways can they gather to meet with you? So tell people how that works.
As far as like communicating to get me to come out,
right?
Okay.
As far as if they're interested in your services, like I said, she does intimacy coaching, like one-on-one mm-hmm. intimacy coaching. I've seen where she's done group coaching for like we said, girls' nights, Step mm-hmm. and Sips, bachelorette parties are an option, birthday parties. And then you also do couples.
I do couples.
Right.
And I do sensual movement classes, which is...
So talk about the sensual movement.
The sensual movement classes is more involved with dance. Mm-hmm. So you bring out your sexuality and your confidence, and you do it in a dance style. Yeah. Kind of like chair dancing. Is very sensual, is very sexy.
And you see she's moving. She gets into it when she's talking about it. But keep going. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. But you get back your sexy self. We get caught up in the mom life, work life, relationship life. Mm-hmm. You just kind of want to get back to yourself and how to feel sexy again and be confident in that. And so I do those as well. And I do those in group and individual. Most of the people like to come individual because they think they don't have any rhythm, or they want to try it first. They get it going, and it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing that.
So I gotta ask this question because you mentioned like mom groups and things of that nature. And y'all excuse me, this is real life right here. I am outside of my house on my deck, so you might hear the neighbors a little bit out playing around, moving around and stuff like that. So just excuse that. But you mentioned mom groups. Is this just for women, or are there other people? Do you allow men to join, or is it exclusive to women?
No, I am not opposed to men coming. However, I have not had any yet, but I do look forward to one day when they do come. I have mentioned it to men that they are more than welcome to come. I will do the same for them as well.
And it's also men. If you're looking for a good date night suggestion, yes. You can hire like a private chef or a masseuse to come in, but also you can invite Jabria to come in and help with some of that intimate stuff. So you've worked with couples before.
I have.
How does that look?
So the couple that I had come in, he surprised his wife with the night, and we had the slow, sensual, really romantic music going. And we sat up and we did some tantric touch. Mm-hmm. They touched each other. We did some breathing exercises where they were really close with each other, and let's just say it worked very well. The session did not last as long as it was supposed to. They were ready to go. It did what it was supposed to do, and they will book again.
All right, we heard that. And so I normally work with Jabria in a group setting. It's usually for what we would consider like a girls' night out type of thing. So tell us what that typically looks like for you if they wanted that session.
So the group sessions, you can do either the intimacy coaching, is what we do here at Active Rest. I also have another group that comes in. We do our self-love and mimosa session, which is sometimes on Saturdays. We have mimosas and fruit, and we sit and talk about self-care. We talk about the negative things that we have going on, and we do some self-reflecting and get back to our positive ways. It's a lot of, some of those groups, we cry some, we pray some, and then we laugh it out at the end because we leave on a much lighter note. The intimacy coaching is very fun. It can get really deep. We do some good examples, and it's fun as well.
Okay, and then again, going back, so we talked about the couples coaching, we talked about the group intimacy coaching, we talked about, and so I also want you to talk about the life coach part of it as well.
Okay, so the life coach part of it is sometimes we need help getting to our goals, and sometimes we need that extra push to help us get there. So I am here to give you all that extra push to help you think for yourselves, but not tell you exactly what to do, but more so of help guide you using your own thoughts to get to where you're going. Make sure it's effective and how you get there, and make sure we reach our goals. You don't have to be perfect at doing it. We don't have to have a long goal. As long as you set a goal and we get there, it can be every week, a small weekly goal, as long as you're pushing forward to get to where you're going. I'm your personal cheerleader, and you're not by yourself, and we're doing it all together.
Okay, so is there anything else related to, now I did want to mention your shirt, because we know that it's inverted because of the way that we're recording. So what does your shirt say?
It says, no shame, let's talk about sex, baby.
All right, so that right there, that tells you what what she's here for.
Yes.
All right, so now I kind of want to go into some things, because I've been trying to get Jabria to come meet me on the deck. Outside of this setting, but on the on the fitness side. So I want to talk to some things as it relates to the 4 tenets of active rest, which we, I've always told you that it is first to get active for at least 30 minutes a day, and then 2, to prioritize rest and restorative sleep. The third one is to practice mindfulness in your eating habits as well as in your physical abilities, which I think she got the physical abilities part down pat. And then and also to build a community of support amongst your family members, neighbors, and friends. So first off, we'll start with the first one. Honestly speaking, be as honest as possible. How do you get active?
I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
My active comes in probably dancing around the house every day.
That is it.
Not as active as I should be. I have thought of other ways I can do, like waking up earlier and maybe doing some more intense dancing to get my heart rate up in the mornings before getting ready for work. Haven't quite gotten there yet.
That's all right.
But I'm getting there.
That's all right.
And then when I can, I go visit Donna with her hip hop step aerobics
That's
class.
right. That's right. So that people always, people think that there's one way to do fitness. So a lot of times you see people in the gym or with the weights or out running and jogging, but dance fitness is one of the best ways to get a good cardio workout in. So at Active Rest, you already know that dance fitness is one of our primary things. Extreme hip hop step aerobics is our most popular class, but we also offer line dancing. So any type of dance fitness, so even just dancing around the house, as long as you're up moving, that's active. That's getting active. So there's no shame in dancing around the house. And as long as you got a plan in place and you're working on some things to get there, then hey, it's all good. So the next thing is, how do you rest? How do you find rest? In what ways do you rest?
For one, I make sure I go to sleep every night at 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
I'm all about sleep.
Yes.
I will get my sleep.
Okay, good.
I have incorporated, I just got me a planner. So I plan my self-care days.
Good.
I do that. and I take my PTO days.
Okay, good.
I
Good.
take I take
Who
those
else have you
days.
heard say that? PTO, if you don't know, is paid time off. So your sick leave, your personal leave, your
Yes.
vacation leave. I'm big about that. I don't have 1,000 hours on the books. I will never have 1,000 hours on the books. I'm going to take my time off. And so,
Yes.
what do you like to do for self care?
Self-care, to be honest, I really like going to the res.
Okay,
Like,
good.
I love the sound of the water. It sounds so free just to hear the waves. Nobody's telling them what to do. And I just sit there and I mask in that. And I write when I'm out there. I just sit and think. I feel the breeze on my face. It's just there. And I just
Can I
like
ask you
there
a
being
question?
there.
What's your sign? Are you a water sign?
I'm a Libra.
I don't know if that's a water sign or
It's
not.
not a water
I'm a
sign.
Pisces. I think that's a water sign, and I love the water too. The red's got the alligators. For those of you who don't know, because we are on YouTube and we are far-reaching, anybody in the world could possibly see this video. The res is the reservoir here in Jackson, well, in Ridgeland, Mississippi, and I think it flows over into Brandon, Mississippi a little bit. And so the reservoir, it holds our water in case it needs to be released or pulled in or something like that. That's all I know about it, is that it holds water. And so, and it's released like during dry seasons and things like that, and released into the rivers during dry seasons. And so, but it is a good place to go. They have events out there. They have concerts. They have boat rides, party boats. And then there's just fields that you can just go and sit and rest, almost like green meadows when you really think about it. If you go to the Overlook, have you been over to, that's where we've been. To the Overlook is off of the Natchez Trace. So if you're ever traveling along the Natchez Trace through Mississippi, check out the Overlook in Ridgeland. But it is a very peaceful place, so I definitely understand. And I was just wondering if you're a water sign, because I like the beach. I like to be on water and things like that. So I feel like maybe because I'm a Pisces that might be why, or it just could be that's just what I like. So so that's how you get your self-care, through writing and through like just taking some time to go to the res and things like that. Okay, and the restorative sleep part, it sounds like she's pretty good on that. She's getting like at least 8 hours of sleep each night.
I'm trying to,
and has that 8:30, 9 o'clock bedtime. I need to get some tips on that from her, how to get on the bed. So then the next thing is practicing mindfulness in your eating habits. Okay, so what do you eat that's good for you, that will help you, and what do you crave or indulge in that might be harmful for you?
Well, I love fruit.
Okay,
Watermelon, pineapple, strawberries, grapes. Love those.
Yes.
I love overnight oats.
Okay, that's it. That is good.
Love those.
Yeah.
Now these seafood balls and the steak
The seafood balls
and the steaks, those kind of have a little chokehold.
Yeah.
But other than that,
okay, all right. But do you ever consider like a meal plan, like an eating plan? Have you ever considered that, or you just kind of just go with the flow?
I have. At the beginning of the year, our church did a fast. We didn't have any meat.
Yes.
And no sweets.
Yes.
Almost killed me.
That
no meat almost did it for me.
Okay.
But it wasn't bad. I ate salads.
Okay.
I ate salmon. I ate shrimp. And I was fine.
Good. Almost like a pescatarian type diet.
And I don't drink a lot of sodas anyway, so I just continue to up my water intake. And that's like my house. We don't buy sodas. We barely buy juice. We mostly drink water every day, me and my daughter.
So you got some good options there. You're doing pretty good. You're doing better than me because I like desserts. That's my problem.
I'm not even big on sweets.
See,
and I don't snack.
I was gonna say I wish I had that problem. But I don't. I really don't like sweets. I like them.
My aunts were like, "You don't snack? Like you don't?"
See, I don't snack.
I don't snack. I don't like chips and stuff.
Okay, well that's good. So you're headed in the right direction. We got to get you on the deck though, and get you a little bit more active. Get you out of the house. But other than that, you sound like you're doing pretty good. And so my last question, because it's the last tenet of active rest, how do you build a community of support? And when I say that, that could be a network, like through networking for your business. It could be your family, how you get support from your family, your friends, like any space in your community. How do you build that?
Well, to be honest, most of my support has come from strangers that have become friends.
All right.
I got on groups on Facebook, like these mom groups, and we have gotten close. They're like one of my biggest supporters. I go and network with other people, and the people I network with, we just kind of cling together.
That's right.
I put them on things, they put me on things. We network together, and we're each other's support system. I have some family and friends that they are my support systems, and the biggest lessons I've learned most of the time is don't talk too quick about your plans. Y'all remember that. That's a big one. Get your plans out first, then talk about them.
Is it like that move in silence type philosophy?
See,
I don't like that philosophy. I'll tell you why. Because I saw this thing one time, or I heard somebody say, like, if you have to move in silence around your friends and family, you have the wrong friends and family. Like, you shouldn't have, like, you should be able to speak your stuff. And I do understand that there are times, like, there are some things I'm afraid of that I won't be successful at. So I don't tell anybody until I kind of hit that goal. But it's not for fear of thinking that they won't support me, because what I found though is that the people that you think won't support you, they will. So sometimes it's good to speak your dreams out loud. Like, I don't remember when I talked about this, but I know one time I talked about I think last week on on the message last week, where I talked about wanting to go away for rest. And so I told the people after my dad passed, I told folks, I said, this is what I want to do. And people were supportive, extremely supportive. It was almost, to me, you know how people say, let me know what I can do to help you, and they might buy a flower for the funeral, or they might give you money to help with the expenses. But to me, it seemed like people were more willing to give to me to take time and go out of town than, like if I had just said I need this money for a service, or, something like that. Because people were just overwhelmingly, like, they were giving like $100, $50, like, so I was, go take care of yourself. So sometimes it's good to speak those things out loud. Like, if you had never told me anything about tantric sex, you wouldn't be on the deck. Like, I wouldn't have known to invite you to come to these ladies. And then I think from that, one of the ladies, her daughter, came with a group of friends to one of your sensual movement classes. So, sometimes, telling people your intentions or your dreams or your goals is the gift that keeps on giving. Because it's like, I finally decided to kind of start publicizing active rest a little bit more. And then you reached out to me, and then you're good about tagging me and stuff. Even when I'm like, I don't do that. But she'll tag me and stuff if people are looking for something, a math tutor or English tutor, and I don't even tutor English.
I tag her and everything.
Everything. And so I've gotten some great opportunities, and not only just from her directly, but from going to do the volunteer work. One of the ladies who participate and live in that community, she spreads my name around and has provided opportunities for me. So sometimes it really is good to tell people. So that's why I say I don't really believe in the move in silence, because you do get a lot of support. You can't just look at, because usually the people that are not going to support you is like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 folks. And then you might have 300 that will support you. And so you got to focus on that 300. And I think what we do is we focus on the few that we feel like won't support us or will talk bad about us. So always speak your goals out loud. Always tell people is what I say.
Now,
always practice in public. Practice in public.
I'm telling everybody, we're at the grocery store. And I'm talking about what I do. And then here goes my 10-year-old daughter. And we also have a journal.
That's right.
I was like, girls, spread your business.
That's right.
Talk about your business.
That's exactly right. So she's learning from the best. She's modeling what she sees. Just like my baby, when she came out here to tell the people about my shows on YouTube and click mommy. So now we're going to close it up. Is there anything else you want to tell us about your business, like just as far as the services you offer?
Those are mainly all the services that we offer. Now, April the 6th, I will be speaking at an empowerment brunch, speaking about building confidence as a business owner. Those tickets can be bought on Eventbrite. Look up Curvy Chic on Eventbrite.
I'll actually post the flyer after the video when I go in to edit, so that they can see. But that's in Byram, Mississippi on April 6th.
Yes.
And so tell us a little bit more about that brunch so that they know.
This is my first time going to that brunch. But from my understanding, it's a lot of women getting together. We will be talking about different aspects of business. hopefully to empower the other women that are there, spread some good gems. Some good takeaways will be given on that day. The other women are some amazing women. You'll get some great food and just enjoying fellowship and network.
All right, so now let them know how they can reach you on all platforms. Any platform you have, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, website, let them know right now. This is your time to shine, and tell them where to find you.
So you can reach me on my website at www.jbriaiyalla.com. You can also find me on Facebook at Lux80 LLC. You can also find me on Instagram at Lux80 as well. TikTok is, I want to say it's Jay the Coach on TikTok. And I have a Lux80 YouTube channel, which I am going to start posting videos similar to this, so that we can talk about things more often.
That's right. We've been sharing some ideas because it's hard posting it to YouTube because you're putting yourself out there.
Yes.
And so I will say before we close out, just the first 15 or so meet me on the deck messages were just a picture, my voice behind a picture, because I didn't like the way that I looked on camera. I just wasn't quite sure how people would receive me, and so that was a confidence thing that I had to kind of get over, a fear thing that I had to get over. And I came out here and I just recorded, and I said, just hit record and just go for it. And so, so now you have me on the deck, and now I'm able to bring in guests, and hopefully I can do this more often and help other people get the word out about things that they're doing. Again, y'all excuse the noise. I know you heard the train horn earlier. We are outside. We are in the community. So, so you've heard how to reach Jabria for her services. I hope that you all take her up on her offers and seek her out, because she's really good at what she does. She really is, or else this wouldn't be her fourth time coming up this Friday to meet us on the deck, for Step and Sip. And also to go and subscribe to her YouTube. Go like her Facebook page so that you can get those notifications when she's having things, when things are going on. So
and subscribe on the website. And if you have any kind of questions, any inquiries, you can also email me, lux80@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you all for listening. I hope that this message has encouraged you to seek out some sensual movement, some sensual touch, to stop being a prude, like I'm a prude in public, to just kind of get out there.
Cut all the shame, no shame, no body shame, no sexual shame, no shame at all.
That's it right there. So I think we'll leave it at that. That's the last word. Thank you all for watching this video. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember to like the video. Also subscribe to Jabria's channel, which is Lux80 on YouTube. All right. You all have a great day. Bye-bye.